it's getting fast. With my chest, how the problem lies. Meet me in the flesh. You don't cut the tag, I don't do the set. Now defend the threat, always been the
All right, well, a lot of people think this man is a future UFC champion. I'm not going to go that far just yet, but in terms of putting together a modern-day mixed martial arts athlete into one package, this kid can do it all.
Yeah, because you watch what you say. Guys like me will just scream, this guy's a future champion, but your word holds value, so you won't do that. But every now and again, there comes a guy that seems to have it. This guy has it. This guy, when you look at him, you see a championship belt around his waist because he can do it all. He's got high-level wrestling, high-level grappling, high-level striking. He reminds me of Kamaru Usman.
Yeah.
There was no I wonder with Usman. It was when will it happen? This guy possesses that type of skill.
And he has sort of a championship aura, right? He walks into our fighter meeting, methodically managing his energy. Seems to be the total package. Obviously a perfect test for him right here, right now, at this stage of his career. All right, so here he is, the UFC Featherweight King, Alexander Volkanovski. And we have truly run out of superlatives when it comes to talking about this man and his mixed martial arts acumen. There are three guys who can lay claim to being the greatest featherweight of all time, and yet Alex is kind of distancing himself from that pack.
It's crazy. It's crazy how good Alexander Volkanovski is. I mean, you always knew he could fight. But to see some of the performances as of late, to see how he continues to evolve and get better even as the champion is really impressive. And it's a credit to him and all of his coaches, but mostly his mindset. I don't know if there's a guy in fighting that has a higher fight IQ than Alexander the Great. I just like to take note of what I'm experiencing every time this guy steps in the Octagon because it's always something special.
And certainly since he signed with the UFC all the way back in 2016, he has been a promotional workhorse. Strength of schedule as good as it gets, and of course, as he enters competition tonight, can lay claim to 4 combined wins over Jose Aldo and Max Holloway, greatest featherweight of all time. All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, and now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Featherweight Champion of the World, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the Octagon. Well, great to be with you tonight live from Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And when I was here for UFC 113 back in 2010, George St. Pierre wasn't even fighting. Loudest pro sports venue I have ever heard of.
John, they get so excited to watch a fight. Look, man, when you go to Montreal, it's a great city, but it's cold. People are going to the arena not only for the fight, but to escape the snow. And once they get there, they are screaming and going absolutely crazy. This is a great fight environment.
Able to check that kick as well. Good left-hand connection by Volkanovski. Well, Alexander Volkanovski has never lost a pro fight at 145 pounds, and if his boxing is any indication, that is a record that is probably going to hold up after tonight.
I mean, Volkanovski follows the game plan to a T. Whatever you set out in front of him, he is going to do, and he's going to do it at the highest level. We saw that in his fight against Max Holloway when he became the UFC Featherweight Champion.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different... All right, looks like he's setting up for a finish here.
That Darce choke is tight.
Somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth. The submission defense wins this transition.
Making all these shots count. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes. Big ground and pound.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground.
Changing the position.
Volkanovski's back in full mount. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard. He's brutalizing him with the ground.
That's it! What a fight by Alexander Volkanovski.
Oh, my goodness.
So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 37 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Alexander the Great Volkanovski!
Well, just when you thought Alexander Volkanovski couldn't present a better version, I submit to you this performance, Volkanovski by TKO here tonight.
Many want to point to the third Max Holloway fight as his greatest night.